Hi dear friends, in today's lecture we will discuss the chapter of noun. Here we have categorized noun into two categories. First is the category of countable noun and other is the category of uncountable noun. The category of countable noun covers common noun, proper noun, concrete noun, while the category of uncountable noun covers abstract noun, collective noun and material noun. In English grammar, noun is very important chapter and without making a deep study of noun, we cannot move forward in the field of English grammar because noun keeps its individuality in itself. So, guys, we should move towards the countable and uncountable nouns in English grammar. First of all, we would try to focus on the differences and the variants which exist in all types of noun in English grammar. First of all, noun is the naming words of place, things as you already know. But here we are going to focus on those facts which are hidden from the psychology of the students while reading English grammar. So these facts which make differ one noun from another noun. That is very important. And here we should know the differences between two types of noun, countable noun and uncountable noun. If we talk about countable noun and uncountable noun, we can say that those nouns which can be counted by us can be kept under the category of countable noun, while those nouns which we cannot count can be kept under the category of uncountable nouns. Here, we would focus on the basic differences between common noun and proper noun. So, guys, common noun and proper noun. What are the basic differences between both types of noun? First of all, common noun. Common noun, common noun gives general meaning, while proper noun gives particular meaning, individual meaning in English grammar. Common noun focuses common noun focuses on generalized things, while proper noun focuses on specified things or particular things. As we said that boy, girl, man, woman, student, tree, day, month, year. Here these are the general nouns. General noun is it refers to generalized meaning of a noun. Man. Which type of man we are talking about? We don't know. Which type of girl we are talking about? We don't know. Which type of day? Which day are we talking about? We don't know. So we can say that in case of common noun, all those nouns are put together to be examined as in a general way. So you can say that in case of common noun, common in case of common noun, generalized things are kept before us to be examined. But in case of proper noun, there is no such condition. In case of proper noun, we are we are to examine specified or particular names of nouns. As we can say that here boy is a common noun, but in case of proper noun, Ram is a proper noun. Here girl is a common noun, But in case of proper noun, Sita. Sita is a proper noun. Man. Man is a common noun. But in case of Mohan. Mohan is a proper noun. Student is a common noun. Tree is a common noun. Day. Day is a common noun. Because in a week there are 7 days. In a month there are 80 to 13 days. In a year there are 365 days. So days are common noun. In case of day, if we talk about day, day is a common noun. But if we are talking about the particular name of a day, then that particular name of the day can be kept under the category of a proper noun. As we say that Sunday, Sunday, Sunday is a day. Sunday is a day out of 7 days. Out of 7 days, Sunday keeps its individuality in itself. So Sunday can be called a proper noun, but day can be called a common noun. Month. In a week, in a year, there are 12 months, and 12 months, all the 12 months keep their individual names as January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So we can say that when we are talking about the particular name of the month, that would be called a proper noun. But when we talk about only month can be kept under the category of a common noun. January. January is a proper noun, but month is a common noun because out of 12 months, out of 12 months, we are talking about only January. And January keeps its individual name. So January can be kept under the category of proper noun, while month, month is a common noun. So this is the first difference between common noun and proper noun. In case of common noun, nouns are put together in a generalized way and they keep their general meaning. But in case of proper noun, all nouns that are put together to be examined as proper noun because they behave like a proper noun. Uh, their names are individual and unique, but in case of common noun, their names are not individual and unique. So when we have no individuality, we have no uniqueness, then we can say that this is the common noun. But if a noun keeps its own individuality and uniqueness, then we can say that that is a proper noun. Apart from this, we are going to discuss the another main difference between common noun and proper noun. In case of common noun, any common noun when falls in a sentence, it can be written in the bold letter. First of all, if a noun is going to fall in a sentence at the very beginning of the sentence, that it can be written in a bold letter. Its first letter can be written in bold, but only at the starting of the sentence. But in case of proper proper noun can be written in a bold letters, no matter where they fall. They can be written in bold, whether they fall at the beginning of the sentence, at the middle of the sentence, at the end of the sentence. In all conditions, common noun, there is no such any type of provision to stop from writing bold letters in case of proper noun. Proper nouns can be written in bold letters where they fall. But in case of common nouns can be written only at the beginning of the sentence where they fall at the bold letters. Apart from this, If common noun falls at the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence, it can be written in small letters. But in case of proper nouns can be written in bold letters. Either they fall at the beginning of the sentence or they fall at the end of the sentence. Now we are going to discuss the basic difference between concrete noun and material noun. So guys, concrete noun is a purified form of material noun. Concrete noun is a purified form of material noun. Material nouns are uncountable in their shape and form, but concrete nouns are in countable shape. They can be countable as 1, 2, 3, 4. But in case of material noun, we cannot count them as in case of material noun, iron, silver, stone, plastic, etc. These are the material nouns. Wood. These are the material nouns. Why are they material nouns? Because we cannot count them. In case of concrete noun, if we are able in counting a noun as countable or uncountable, and we can count a noun, then we can keep them as in the category of a concrete noun. But if we are unable to count them, we can keep them under the category of material noun. We cannot count iron, silver, stone, plastic, etc. We cannot count. But in case of concrete noun, we can count objects. As we already know that concrete nouns are purified form of material noun, as chair, mobile, table, television. These are concrete nouns. Although they are the purified form of material noun, the mingling of iron, stone, and plastic results the made up of mobiles, TV, television. So we can say that all the concrete nouns are purified form of material noun. But in case of concrete noun, after purified form, they have achieved a unique place in the field of noun, as through the plastic and extra materials uh, we make chair. From wood we make table. Yet table has found its unique place, as we can count one table, two table, one chair, two chair. But in case of material now, we cannot count plastics. We cannot count wood. We can count piece of wood, not wood, piece of wood. So this is the basic difference between concrete noun and material noun. I repeat, concrete nouns are purified form of material noun. After purification, concrete noun gets its individual particular name and its individuality. So we can keep them under the category of concrete noun. Because they are in concrete shape, we can count them. But in case of material noun, we cannot count them. Because in case of material nouns, as material noun expresses its materialistic nature, as we found material nouns direct from nature. But after purification, we make things out of material nouns as TV, television, washing machine, mobiles, phones, etc. are the purified form of material nouns because the mingling of plastic, iron, silver, gold is the result of the manufacturing of mobile phones and televisions, etc. So this is the basic difference between concrete noun and material noun. So guys, next we are going to discuss the basic difference between common noun and concrete noun. What are the basic difference between concrete noun and common noun? Concrete noun and common noun. So guys, first of all, we should know all all the concrete nouns. All the concrete nouns can become common noun. All the concrete nouns can become common noun, but all the common nouns cannot become the concrete noun. In case of common noun as man, woman, district, day, month, these are the common nouns. Common noun, common nouns cannot become concrete noun, but concrete noun can become a common noun. As chair, we can use chair in the sense of common noun. We can use mobile in the sense of common noun. We can use table, television, etc. In the sense of common noun. But nouns which fall under the category of common noun cannot come under the category of concrete noun. As we cannot say man, concrete noun. We cannot say woman, concrete noun. We cannot say district, concrete noun. We cannot say day, district, day, concrete noun. Month, we cannot say month, concrete noun. But we can say chair, mobile, television, etc. are all common nouns. So this is the basic difference between common noun and concrete noun. I repeat, all the concrete nouns, all the concrete nouns can be called common noun, but all the common nouns can be called concrete noun. So this is the basic difference between common noun and concrete noun. So next we are going to discuss the basic difference between abstract noun and collective noun. In case of abstract noun, our five senses stop working in identifying abstract noun. In case of abstract noun, our five senses stops working as abstract noun. All those things, all those names where our five senses stop working as life, death, fear, light, darkness, honor. These are the abstract nouns. Life. We cannot see life, we cannot hear life, we cannot taste life, we cannot touch life. So here our five senses stop working in identifying them. In case of death, we cannot recognize it. Our five senses cannot recognize death, fear, light, darkness, honor. If you say light, you can not see light. You can see things in the light. You can observe materials in the light. You cannot see light. Darkness. You cannot see darkness. You cannot see darkness. You cannot touch darkness. You cannot face darkness. So, in case of darkness, the absence of light can be called darkness. Honor. We cannot touch honor. We cannot taste honor. So our five senses will stop working in identifying all types of nouns. So we can say that these are the abstract nouns. Collective noun. In case of collective noun is a group of more than one people, where a group of people, more than one person, is working unanimously. Then we can say that it is the collective noun. As in case of collective noun, as committee, jury, herd, community, audience, listener. So we can say that where a committee of more than one people or more than one man is combined and working together, so we can say that this is the collective noun. As herd, herd of animals, committee. Here in the committee, more than one people exist. If all the members of the committee are unanimous, are of one opinion, then the committee will work as a singular noun. But if all the people of the committee, if all the members of jury or committee are not anonymous, then the committee or jury will work as a as in a plural form. They will accept plural verb, not a singular verb. So this is the basic difference. Next, we are going to discuss the use of article with noun. Article the, a, and. If a noun, if a noun is giving a consonant sound, if a noun is giving consonant sound, then it will accept and. Article the use of the or and can be pronounced if the vowel sound is created there. In case of consonant sounds, we use a. So our pronunciation would be a, the. But in case of vowel sound, our pronunciation will be changed from a, the, and the. So guys, all depends upon the uh, pronunciation of a sound. If the sound, if the sound uh, of a word is vowel sound, then we use article an or article the. But in case of vowel sound, we cannot use article an or article the. We can use article the and article a. Now the question is where article can be used. Many students use article where they like, but this is not fair. We can use article in a sentence where it needs. We cannot put all everywhere article. We cannot keep article everywhere. We can keep article in a sentence where it is necessary to be kept there. There is a condition where we can put article in a sentence, and we are going to focus upon that condition. We are going to focus that condition in which we can use article in a sentence with a noun. So guys, please remember, if any noun out of six nouns, any noun is going to express not its general meaning but its particular meaning. Then in case of particular meaning, we can use article. Otherwise, we cannot use article in any of the noun. With any of the noun, we cannot use article. We cannot use article in a sentence until the expressed noun is behaving like a proper noun. I repeat, if a noun is expressing its individuality, its uniqueness, then we can put article with it. And there are two types of article: definite article and indefinite article. The is called definite article. A indefinite article. So guys, definite article. What are the basic differences between definite article and indefinite article? So guys, where a noun is definite, where our noun is going to be definite, so we can use article the. But if our noun is not definite, so we can use article a. First of all, we are going to discuss where we can use article and where we cannot use article in a sentence. In the first sentence, we wrote life is struggle. Life is struggle. In the second sentence, death is certain. So here we are talking about life and death in a general sense. So if a noun is giving general meaning, then we cannot use article with them. But if a noun is going to give its particular meaning or individual meaning, then we can put article with them. Here we cannot use article because life and death both are giving general meaning. In case of general meaning, we cannot use article until it gives particular meaning. As the life of his father is in danger. The death of her mother shocked me. Here we are talking about not general life, not general death, but we are talking about particular life and particular death. And this particular life and this particular life is going to be associated with his father and mother. Here, life, particular life of his father has been described here, and in the second sentence, the particular death of her mother has been described here. So, we are talking about the life. This is the life only of his father, which is in danger. This is the death of her mother, which shocked me. So we are using here life and death, not a general sense, but a particular sense of father and mother. So we can say that in case of particular meaning and in case of individual meaning, we can use article with a noun. No matter whether it is countable noun or uncountable noun, concrete noun or common noun or abstract, and no matter. If it is giving a particular meaning, then we can use article, no matter which type of noun has been expressed in the sentence. So here we can use article, but in the first sentence we cannot use article because here in both of the sentences, life and death has been generalized. But in case of second sentences, life and death has been particularized. Now we are going to focus article a and. The is a definite article, but a and is indefinite article. Here, Here the basic difference between one sentence and another sentence. What is the basic difference between one and another sentence? In the first sentence, we say all rooms have four walls. All rooms have four walls. This is the general truth. But in case of the second sentence, all the rooms have four windows. It is not the general truth. A room may have more than one window, but in a room it is necessary to have at least four walls to be complete a home. So guys, in the first sentence, room, room is giving general sense, general meaning, because a room is supposed to have four walls, but it is not necessary on the part of a room to have more than one wall. More than it is not necessary for on the part of a home to have one window or two windows. It depends on the home. A home or a room may have one window or more than one window. But a room, for a room, it is necessary to have four walls, at least four walls. In the lack of four walls, a room cannot, the roof of the room cannot exist. So, our second sentence is giving particular meaning because all the rooms have four windows. This is the particular meaning. All rooms have four walls. This is the general meaning. A room may have one window or two windows or more than two windows. But a room may not have more than four walls. It is the general truth for a room to have at least four walls. But it is not necessary on the part of windows. A room may have one window, two windows, or more than two windows. But in case of room, in case of wall, a room may have at least four walls. So this is the basic difference. Here in the first sentence, we have used article a, but in the second sentence, we have used article the. Why? Because we have lost a key. We have lost a key. Here, we are not certain which type of key are we talking about. It may be a key of Almira, it may be a key of a vehicle. So, here we are not certain which type of key we are talking about. But in the second sentence, we are certain about the key, and here we are focusing on the key of the lock, this lock. We are talking about only the key of this lock. So here we need key particular, but in the first sentence we could not make the key a key particular, because here in the first sentence key is not definite, but in the second sentence he is definite. So in the second sentence we have used article the, because article the is to be used with definite nouns, but article a and can be used with indefinite nouns in a sentence. So guys, here in the first sentence I wrote he has torn a cover. He has torn a cover. Here we are not certain which type of cover we are talking about. It may be cover of a sofa, it may be a cover of fridge, it may be a cover of mobile. But in the second sentence, he has torn the cover of this book. Here, here cover is certain, cover is definite. But in the first sentence, this cover is not definite. Here we are talking about the cover of this book. But here we are not certain which type of cover we are talking about. It may be a cover of sofa, it may be a cover of mobile, it may be a cover of vehicle. But in the second sentence, our cover is certain, and this cover refers to the book. So in the second sentence, our cover is giving definition. So article the has been used here, but in the first sentence, cover is not giving its definite meaning. Cover is not definite here. This type of cover we are talking about. So we can use article a, but in the second sentence, our cover is definite, and this cover is of this book. So we can use article the here, and in the first sentence, due to the lack of definition, we have used article a. So guys, this is the basic difference between article the and article a, and here we have discussed uh, two types of countable and uncountable nouns, and we have categorized them. In case of countable nouns, in case of countable nouns, our countable nouns are common noun, proper noun, and concrete noun, and our Uncountable nouns are abstract noun, collective noun, and material noun. And we have told you, in case of article, we can put article any of the noun. All types of noun can all types of noun have right of taking an article only if they are expressing any particular meaning. In case of general meaning, all types of noun cannot use article with them. This is the condition. So guys, here we are going to end our class. We would meet in our next class. So thank you.